change. If you don't like it, the tech industry is the wrong spot for you. I'm here with Eden Liu from Camo, and I'm Alex from Speedify, and we have a lot to talk about, right? I think we've both had problems with platforms coming after our products. How are things going with you?
It's great. I mean, I feel like what you're speaking of happens a lot in tech, where you have a feature or a function that you've been working really hard on and sharing it with a lot of people, and then platforms decide to build in the function or feature natively into the platform because it's extremely useful.
Right.
So it's almost like validation.
Right, I suppose. It happened to me with Connectify Hotspot. It was my software for turning a PC into a Wi-Fi router.
Yeah, classic.
And then Microsoft shipped the mobile hotspot feature, which was remarkably similar. We said, well, there's all sorts of things it doesn't do. It doesn't let you put emojis in the SSID name. So we added that as a feature, shipped an update. 3 weeks later, there's an update to Windows adding the ability to have emojis in your SSID name. For us, we gave up and moved on. Now we're Speedify, man.
Nice.
We're doing this, right? It felt inevitable. So, how's Camo doing? You guys have any issues like this?
Camo is doing great. So, since we are a software company in the tech industry, we're always aware that these things could happen. So, we often try to think ahead and predict what other features people could look for. And when we are talking about things that are platform specific, another way to continue to grow or overcome that obstacle is to reach more platforms. So if you were previously iPhone only, adding Android support, or if you were Mac only and then you decide to add Windows support, or more importantly, cross-platform compatibility, that would be a feature that many native platforms don't actually have.
Right. So with Speedify, we're, on Windows, on Mac, on Linux, none of these platforms are going to cover all of that. I've noticed continuity camera on the Mac.
I've heard of continuity camera. I have heard of continuity camera. Have you tried it out?
I haven't. I got to be honest. I'm a Camo user and I hated it. They say, you magically put your phone near your Mac and it turns the phone into a camera for your Mac. And what my experience was, I had to turn it off because in the middle of video calls, the Mac would suddenly switch to broadcasting a picture of my desk, right? The Mac would just switch.
Right.
With no warning.
Continuity camera
didn't ask me if I want, so I had to turn the whole thing off.
Is a little aggressive in pairing the phone with the computer, which Camo, we keep it so that you're only paired when you want to be paired. And we also, in addition to the basic function of being able to use your phone as a camera, we offer a lot of features and adjustments that really help enhance your video and give you fine-tuned, granular adjustments so you can look exactly how you want on camera.
Yeah, it makes a big difference playing the zoom
sliders,
levels, all those things. It's actually kind of shocking to me how big a difference it makes. But really, everything on the phone's camera is adjustable with you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're getting great results because it's often like a bunch of little adjustments that can make a very big difference when you put them all together rather than just having like one tiny adjustment made at a time.
All right, so if adding features is the way to keep ahead of the wolves, what do you guys have coming up? Can you tell us anything?
That's a great question. So we're always looking ahead at our roadmap based largely on feature requests. We get a lot of feature requests for content creation, such as multicam or screen capture that a lot of content creators like to do, especially for tutorials. And so when we were looking at all the features that a lot of the users asked for, we thought it made sense to turn Camo into a streaming studio, which we already have on the iPad. We already have a Camo Studio for iPad, which is a mobile streaming studio. But since so many people were so happy with the features that we shared there, we thought it was time to bring those features to our desktop product as well.
So desktop, which operating systems are you planning to support?
We are cross-platform, both Mac and Windows. We love Mac and Windows equally, and we're going to be adding features on both of those platforms at the same time.
Nice. I have to tell you, with Speedify, much as we're all on Macs at the company, we're making a lot more money on Windows.
Oh, really?
And, I keep hearing from other software companies that, no, you make so much more on Mac. And I don't know if we're doing something wrong or doing something very right on Windows. But for us, Windows is the platform where we do the best.
That's awesome. Well, so speaking of features, though, what do you guys have in the pipeline when it comes to Speedify features?
So our big new thing is powered by Speedify. So this is a router that Miri technology is launching here at NAB today. It is a cool device, right? It is a router with 4G and 5G and Wi-Fi, and it can support 2 Ethernet links. You can connect multiple Starlinks to it. You can tether cell phones on the front. You can have 7 internet connections at the same time, powered either plugged in or by batteries. And in fact, we're using it
That's
right
insane.
now. All the cameras here are coming through this. And it just gives us just insanely reliable internet anywhere.
It's like a router on steroids.
That is exactly right. And so there's a bunch of companies now we have signed up making routers for different niches.
Oh, okay.
Very odd things, and some of which turn out to be sort of big businesses, right? You know, you're trying to
Oh,
get
okay.
internet on ships, internet on airplanes.
Gotcha.
Internet in, you know, all sorts of odd places.
So are you saying that on a future flight, my internet might be powered by Speedify?
That's the plan.
Nice, because, you know, because we're in the current tech landscape, we always have to keep thinking ahead at what consumers might be looking for.
Gotta keep ahead of the wolves, right?
Always. Always.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see more videos like this.